You know, when we think about the ego, we often think about someone who's egotistic or someone who's cocky or someone who's arrogant. Oh, he has a big ego. She has a big ego. She thinks she all that. She thinks she this. He think he all that. He think he this. You know, growing up, I was a shy ass motherfucker. Like, I was really shy. But I started to grow into my looks. I started to feel myself more, and I started to notice how valuable I really am. And then I took that, oh, he cocky, oh, he arrogant, and turned it into unconditional confidence. People will try and label you as cocky or arrogant if they feel insecure about themselves. But you have to take note. You have to look at yourself in the mirror, a brave look, because sometimes you do be cocky and sometimes you do be arrogant. So you really have to take a brave look. Am I really cocky, or am I just confident and people who are insecure are labeling me as cocky or arrogant because they don't have that skill set? Because being confident is definitely a skill. I feel like they don't have that skill to be what they want to become. So they project their insecurities onto you. But I wanted to talk about the ego, and not the ego that I was describing before. There is an ego inside of us, that little voice in our head that be telling us that we're not good enough, that be telling us that we're not worth to be $1 million. It's the ego inside of our head that be whispering thoughts into us. I know y'all heard it. I know y'all listen to it. When y'all just staring in space and you hear it, and you talking in your head, but you're not saying that out loud, that is your ego. That's your ego functioning. So you have your conscious mind, which is your ego. You have your analytical mind, which is in the middle. And then you have your subconscious mind, which is at the back. And the subconscious mind is where all creation happens. However, I said it's in the back, so first you have to get past the ego in order to get to that subconscious mind. First, you have to get past the doubt and the fear and the worry and the limitations as if you are not good enough. Have you seen yourself in the mirror? Have you seen the crown on your head? Have you seen that invisible crown and you thinking you're not good enough? Come to the realization that no matter what comes your way, that you will always triumph over it. And that's why God or source or energy is keeping you alive every single day, because they're not done with you yet. You have so much to accomplish. You have so much to achieve. If only you can get behind the ego. If only you can kill the ego, you can kill those thoughts that continues to malinger in your life. You know, thoughts still come to me in my life. Thoughts that, how am I going to do this? Or how am I going to achieve that? I decided to just relinquish and let the universe flow. Every time I walk in nature, my mind started to become clear. It's like a form of meditation. When I walk into nature, I feel more energetic. I feel more at peace. I feel flowing. I feel like I'm flowing with the wind in a way. Like I feel like my life is flowing in the wind. Even if it's not going as I would want it to go, I know that all is well. I know that all is peaceful in my life because I have this strong faith that everything is always happening for me. Everything will always happen for you. Everything will always come together for you. Everything will always come back around to evolving you, simply because you're putting forth that effort, trying to improve who you are, trying to improve your position in your life. If only you can get past that ego. If only you can kill and silence the ego. Tell it to be quiet, just like it's a dog. You can feed it when you want to. You can shower it when you want to. But just tell it to be quiet. It serves no purpose in your life. The ego is used for you to learn new things, of course. It's used to develop repetition in certain things, like in school, or learning how to ride a bike, or learning how to do X, Y, and Z. The ego has its purpose, but it's also a side to it where it's kind of manipulated. It's a side to it where it's kind of destructive to one's own mind. And if you can't control that ego, if you can't control those thoughts, then your physical body will begin to head to disease. If you continuously allow your thoughts to triumph over who you really are, you will begin to fall into depression or anxiety. You'll begin to allow your trauma to overtake who you really are, that happened years ago. You'll continue to allow people to get inside your head thinking that you're not who you say you are just because you don't know how to silence your ego. Practice, practice, practice. It's not an easy thing to do. Your ego, your thoughts are always going to be there. They're always going to be with you. It's just a matter of how you control it, how you manipulate it, how you maneuver through it. Because once you silence that ego, bitch, the world is yours. You are going to be a walking magician. With a snap of a finger, you'll manifest all your truest desires.